All right, we're down at Discover Gloucester HQ with Tess McGonklin.
McColgan.
You know I do that on purpose.
I know. It's okay. It's a toughie.
It's a shtick. It's my shtick. But we're here to talk about a couple of different initiatives. One is very exciting, the Zip Trip
Yes.
coming up.
So Gloucester is going to host a Zip Trip on August 4th, which was announced recently. And the city of Gloucester really wants to highlight a handful of businesses. They're looking for 3 restaurants and 3 retail or non-restaurant businesses. They don't have to be retail. Could be an attraction, a museum, a whale watch, a stage, theater production, whatever, you name it. So they want to hear from the community what your favorite restaurants are and your favorite businesses are. And so we put out a form. It's kind of a quick turnaround. We need to have our results in by Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So we're closing the nomination form Wednesday at noon, so that's May 10th. And you can go to the forum and anonymously nominate a restaurant and another business that's not
And we
a
should
restaurant.
mention, so we're taping this right now, but I'll put a link on Good Morning Gloucester that'll take you right to this form that's on the Discover Gloucester website.
Yes, so it's just a Google form. We did put it on our homepage to make it easier. So if you go to discovergloucester.com, you can click on this submit your nomination link, or you can click on the image, and it will bring you to this form. And we are not collecting emails. It will be anonymous. So you just type in your favorite restaurant and your favorite locally owned business. And then on Wednesday, we'll tally up all the responses, and the top 3 in each category will be shared with the Zip Trip planners for them to plan interviews and highlights and features and all that good stuff.
So the Zip Trip, I was on the one the last time it came around, which was probably, maybe 10 years ago, 8 or 9, 10 years ago, and it was at Stage 4 Park, and we had a blast. So the whole team comes down, and they basically broadcast, almost like, I don't want to say Matt Lauer anymore because that's a dirty word, right? So the Today Show, that kind of a thing where
Yes.
they're out and
I've been to one too. I don't remember where, but as a kid, I went to one with my family.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and they'll have an area roped off, and the community be engaged. But they're going to go around and they're going to highlight these local businesses, which is great exposure for our city. During the 400th, what could be better, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think when they come here, they want to interview us in person about attractions and things you can do in Gloucester. So when you're thinking about businesses, it might make sense to focus on retailers or businesses that wouldn't otherwise necessarily be featured. But really, we want to think about staples of the community. So which businesses just make you think about Gloucester, make you think this is a local business, this is our place, our hometown.
Yeah.
So that's
What's the date
one
that
thing.
the Zip Trip is going to happen?
August 4th.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. August 4th.
The heat of the summer.
The heat of the summer. And just before the Schooner Festival.
A month before Schooner Festival, yeah.
So there's 2 Schooner Festivals. It's like a mini Schooner Festival,
Careful,
right?
Joey. It's not 2 Schooner Festivals.
Okay, yikes. Talk to me.
No, branding is everything here. So the first one it's being referred to as a mini Schooner Festival, but it is called the Gloucester Maritime Rendezvous.
Ooh.
And that's because that's what the event used to be called, I believe, before it was Schooner Festival. Michael at Maritime Gloucester could tell you better. Yeah, Michael DeCoster at Maritime Gloucester could tell you a little better than I can. But I believe Blue Nose is coming, the Columbia is coming, When and If is coming. I want to say they're from Essex. And then the local schooners will be offering deck tours, but really more so schooner rides, schooner sails. And these visiting schooners will be doing deck tours, and it's also during the same time as the dory races. So there'll be a bunch of
July?
boaty events. Yes.
July. And is that big, long pier going to be coming out from I-4C2? Or?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, as more information becomes available, I'm sure we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
The Discover Gloucester Guide.
Thank you. Yes.
What's
good
going on
segue.
with this?
What's going on with this?
New and
Speaking of schooners,
expanded. It's bigger. Bigger,
It is.
better.
It's bigger. It's heavier. Yeah. These boxes are heavier. No, this is our special visitor guide, the commemorative 400 plus edition. So it has 16 more pages than we've ever had in our guide before. And those 16 pages are filled with special content from the Gloucester 400 Plus team. So that's, in some cases, historic information. You'll notice at the bottom of all these pages, there's a folio of a timeline that the Sawyer Free Library created of the past 400 years and beyond in Gloucester. And so there's kind of information about events. They're doing a cemetery tours, so there's info in there about that. These are like some of the highlighted events for the year that are celebrating this anniversary. Ooh. And then we have their Stories Project highlighted in here. So I don't want to give it all away, but there's lots of good stuff to flip through in this guide. Now, typically, Discover Gloucester focuses on tourism marketing, and we focus on visitor-facing audiences, so we get the word out beyond the bridge, as we like to say. 20,000 copies of this year's guide will also be available through Gloucester 400 Plus's office, which is at 123 Main Street, and at their events for residents, because it's such a special commemorative edition. We want to make sure everyone has an opportunity to get a copy if they want one.
Where Blanchard's Jewelers used to be.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day. I'll give you a little
history lesson.
Yeah, no, Blanchard's Jewelers. It's right on the corner, the hot corner, that opposite corner from where Bravo Pizza is.
Yes.
Right there.
What's the cross street? I should know this.
It's not Duncan.
It's across from...
Is it Cross Street?
Lone Gull and Dogtown Books.
Well, yeah.
Right? It's next to Cape Ann Savings Bank.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's in the heart of downtown.
It is.
Can't miss it.
Absolutely.
Pastaio Via Corta is to the right of it.
That was really good pronunciation. I always struggle with that one.
Yeah, I struggle with McLaughlin.
I'm going to start saying my last name wrong. McColgan.
There you go. Yeah. So if you're a business, because this is a really handy guide to have.
Yes.
And you wanted to if you wanted to put some out for your especially retailers, this is a great thing to have. Like right in a little corner by your register, people can take them. I'm sure is there any like little maps in there or anything like that?
Yeah. Right in the center.
We got maps.
We got maps. Walking map, and then there's a larger Cape Ann map too.
Perfect.
Yeah, definitely handy dandy. We have really cool editorial this year, if I do say so myself. We have a piece from Wicked Tuna and National Geographic, which we have every year. We have a birding piece for our birders out there like Pat, Four-Season Birding by Mass Audubon. We have an editorial piece called Sets in the City, which is a fun name. Sets, S-E-T-S, in the City. It's all about the movies and shows that have been filmed here.
Which is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our economy.
It is,
Really, it's substantial.
Oh, it's fascinating, too, to hear about it at the state level.
Yeah.
The state representative for the Mass Office of Travel and Tourism is named Jerry Shea, and he is an actor on City on a Hill, or City on the Hill, which is a TV show.
Yeah.
That I have not seen, but have heard that it's a big deal.
Yep.
We have a Grammable Gloucester section as well.
Oh.
So, and this is also online in our Plan Your Visit tools. So I'm just going to go back to our website and show it off while you're here.
Grammable Gloucester, very cool.
Grammable Gloucester.
It's all about the gram.
It's all about the gram. I agree. So if you hit the little Plan Your Visit loblolly guy, you'll go to this Plan Your Visit tool. We have an experience coming up called Swing into Spring, where there are a bunch of 15 businesses are participating in spring specials during Mother's Day weekend. That's not this weekend, but next. So that's here, and you can see these businesses are plotted out on the map, and you can share this with friends via phone or whatever, email.
Can we do a little shout out to Generous Gardeners? And,
oh my gosh,
and
yes.
How amazing Susan Kelly and her group are, and Antoinette, and they just... they have, I don't know that anyone has made a bigger impact, like beautification-wise, than they have. Amazing.
It's unbelievable that service exists in this city, because in other places I've worked, it's a huge hurdle to try and get planters and all the work that goes into that. And it's mostly volunteer, right? Almost all volunteer.
Yeah, I mean, the boulevard was always nice. Now it is an absolute destination. It's like, you go to Paris, you go to and there's always gardens, right? And you walk through these beautiful vistas, and it's just gorgeous. And now our fair city has this same exact kind of thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I get phone calls about like, are the tulips up on Stacy Boulevard?
Wow.
I think it really signifies spring for everybody here, and then the dahlias in the fall are like the end of the summer.
Yeah. Really nice.
So back to
Grammable
Grammable Gloucester.
DiscoverGloucester.com. You click on the little icon, the lobster guy with the
Lob
ranger.
Lolly.
Yeah,
Lolly.
that's right.
Our
Of course.
mascot. Yeah.
But he's wearing like the oil skins, and he's down in the corner, right?
Yes.
Click on that, and you'll
Click on him. You'll end up here, and then this is Grammable Gloucester. So, yeah, you'll have to explore it for yourselves. But there's a bunch of different shots that we, as a mini planning group, decided were really, really photo worthy, like Hammond Castle. The working waterfront is on there, right? People love their buoys and their lobster trap pics. So
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And didn't the Hammond Castle just have the arches restored? Or something
yeah,
like
they had a lot of work in there. There was like 50 feet of scaffolding inside. But yes, the arches were one of the one of the fixes.
Tess, aren't we right at the cusp of the best part of the year? We're right there.
Yeah,
And
I
Discover
know.
Gloucester is going to play a huge role in getting the word out. So, how can people
you.
help?
I mean, you should definitely follow us on social media, whether you're local or not. We try to share lots of relevant information about things happening in the area. So we're at Discover Gloucester on Instagram and on Facebook.
Do you have any volunteering opportunities?
That's a good question. I should have come to this interview prepared with some volunteer
that's
opportunities.
all right. I mean, if you ever
Sometimes
do-
we do, but they're usually specifically around events. Like for Schooner Festival, we have a table, so we'll ask for help.
Okay.
But some other things we have coming up for the tourism business community that I'll mention. There's the kickoff at the Welcoming Center at Stage 4 Park on May 25th. And so that's a time when all the tourism industry businesses get together, they share their updates, and the volunteers who work at the Welcoming Center really benefit from that because they're the ones often being liaisons to the area and saying, welcome to Gloucester, this is where you should eat, this is where you should stay. So being able to have updates from local businesses is great at that time. So if you are a business owner or you work at a tourism or hospitality business in Gloucester on Cape Ann, come to that event, May 25th at 5:30 at Stage 4 Park Visitor Center.
It's I go to that occasion when I can get away to it, and it's a lot of energy in that room. Everybody, there's so much hope and promise, and it's all the people making things happen in the city. The tourism people, the restaurant people, the hotel people, your board, the chamber, and it's just like a who's who. So it's a good thing to visit and be at. But let's really plug. Best place to get information, is it directly on the website?
DiscoverGloucester.com and our social media. We also have an events calendar. So one other thing I'd say is always helpful. We have a way to submit an event. If you're organizing an event in Gloucester, that would be, our only ask is that it would be open to the public. So visitors could attend or residents could attend. If they wanted to buy a ticket, that's fine. It doesn't have to be free, but you can submit an event to our events calendar really easily. And we love just having a really full events calendar. So when visitors come to the website, they see everything there is to do. But yes, discovergloucester.com is where you're going to see as much information as you want. And then you can follow us on social media as well. And then lastly, I'll just say, vote for your favorite businesses for the Zip Trip.
Yes, that was the main point of
That was
coming
the whole
here.
point,
Yeah.
By Wednesday, May 10th at noon, we need to have like tons and tons of nominations. The more input, the better.
Yes, absolutely. Tess, you're doing a fabulous job.
Oh, thanks.
I'm looking forward to seeing the videos with my wife around town, my beautiful wife, Kate. And thanks for everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you. Thanks, Joey.
All right.
Bye.